Wanted to show you guys a little bit about what we do with oak cabinets. Everybody has their own way of doing oak cabinets, filling them in. We have a beautiful set for a customer coming up here in the next couple of days. So we decided to bring the doors out to the shop and get them started. Here is a oak door that was filled in with grain filler and primed quickly with a coat of bin. Unfortunately, we didn't have bin in gray, or excuse me, we didn't have bin in white, so I just used what I had, which was some bin gray primer, and let that dry, sanded it quickly, and then we went with what we have, some Renner 643. We just happen to have some additional of that laying around, and that is a oak door with the grain filled in. Looks pretty darn good. Once we fill it in properly with a couple coats of paint and of course another coat of primer, that's going to look amazing. This is a door right here that we filled in with our grain filler. We like to use this Dab Drydex. Goes on pink, dries white, sands to a beautiful powder. It's very economical. Of course, there's guys that are using the other stuff out there, other grain fillers. Those work terrific as well. We've used them. But we like this one only because it just dries so darn fast and it's so easy to work with. Essentially what we do is we'll mix up a little bit in a mud pan, thin it down with water, and then we smooth it in. We'll smooth it in right here like this, smoothing it in. And a lot of times I'll just grab some by my hand and we'll fill it in here like this into the grain here and let it dry. And then once you let it dry, you'll sand it. We just got hooked up with this. Thank you, Harvey Zook. He hooked us up with this bad boy. We were using our Festool. Great sander, but this kicks it up a notch. Really gets into those contours, which we like. You know, you could fill it in with right into those contours. Beautiful into those contours, and that takes off all of the additional stuff. Then once we've taken off all the additional powder, we'll just dust it down with our compressor, wipe it down. Now this here is a door right here. Let's take a look. This door here, it's been sanded down, grain was filled. This is a white oak, which was popular. They did like a whitewash finish, really popular years ago, but now it's not so popular. Now this side has been done. Let's take a look at the back side here so we can see the difference. This side here, you see all that grain? That grain needs to be filled in. So we'll come in with a putty knife and we'll just smooth it out. But I always let guys know, thin down your spackle, your Drydex spackle. If you thin it down with just a little bit of water, you're really going to have a lot of success because you're going to smooth it out with a couple putty knives, just smoothing it out. You can go this way or you can even go crossways and just thin it down quite a bit. And that's really going to help you out, even using your fingers, where you just push it into this contour here, these panels, and you're going to be good to go. So essentially, guys, that's it. I wanted to point that out to you guys, to let you know that's the process. There's so many people talking about the different processes of filling in grain. So there you go. Now that wasn't the best primer by hand, and then of course just sanding it down smooth. We broke the plane, as you could see. It needs to be primed some more, but that's okay. This was just a quick lesson for us on the white oak, which we haven't done personally in such a long time using grain filler. But if you use this system, guys, it's pretty quick, pretty easy, and just sand it down. We recommend this. Again, Harvey Zook from Timberlane Solutions really hooked us up with all the different pads, grits, really good abrasives that you can't go wrong. Of course, you can hook this up to a vacuum and your own vacuum. We happen to have a Rigid brand, and we'll hook that up later and really extract the dust when we're in somebody's house. I hope this has been beneficial to you guys, knowing a quick process to fill in grain we'll keep you posted as we get all of these done this coming week and show you what it looks like. The customer has chosen a white color from Benjamin Moore, White Dove. These are going to look fantastic with the grain field in. It's what the customer wants. We'll be using Malaysia on this project. Probably a first coat of, I'm guessing we're going to go with Bin Shellac Primer, stop the tannin bleed. And then afterwards, same day, we're going to sand it down and go in with their HBR1 primer, followed by top coat of HKR, I believe, 113, which is the 30 sheen. These doors will look fantastic. They should look almost factory. Guys, I can't stress enough prep work. Prep work to do these properly. Of course, they were washed down thoroughly with a heavy-duty scour pad and just simple Dawn dishwashing liquid. Took off all the grease, then we sanded them down, dusted them down. They were ready for grain fill. So we will keep you posted on how these are going to look. Of course, if you guys have any questions, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer questions on our process, which is pretty simple. You just got to take your time, do it right. Thanks, guys.